Okay, so right now I'm going to describe the Massachusetts Interactive Property Map, also known as GIS mapping. So this map is actually pretty cool. So this gives you a real breakdown of just about every property and property boundary in just about every town in the state of Massachusetts. So for instance, what is this? Summit Montessori. Okay, where'd my map go? There we go. So I grew up in Framingham. This is the Montessori school. It's off Route 30. And here it is. This is their actual assessed building value, assessed land value, other total value. This gives all sorts of fun information. So their lot is 0.69 acres. Last sale price is $10. That's interesting. These are randomly complete, by the way. Most of the time, these are fully up to date, but every now and then, especially in a town that's a little bit less established, this information won't always be quite populated just as thoroughly, but you can probably find it. And especially if you're willing to dig for it, you can find it. Location ID, property location, book page. These are things you can cross-reference against the assessor's page, but chances are most of this information is actually pulling from the assessor's page. So one of the fun things about this will tell you the actual, so residential area, so 8,000 square feet. It's a pretty good sized building. It's a school, of course. Year built 1900. Use code, that's again something you consult against the town. And the lot size, really convenient. For most residential properties, this isn't going to be nearly that robust, but for larger commercial properties, for instance, we have a site or a system going in at 300 Pleasant Street, which is Temple Beth Am, 10.87 acres. That information actually isn't really pertinent to us in this instance either, but still kind of just useful to know. And again, the overall building size at 27,000 square feet is again a good thing just to keep in mind. But most of the stuff you're going to look at is going to be a site like this. This will also tell you the name of the person who's legally on the deed, or at least with the town, who the taxes go to. So Dana and Stephanie Tesoriero, excuse me, pardon me if anybody knows this person or if anybody can pronounce that better than I can. But in any case, this just gives all the same information, built in 1961, square footage, the type, property ID, total value, building value, and then other value. Yes, there's not a last sold for price, but again, actually there is last sale price $466. Regardless, the sale price stuff isn't really that pertinent. It's more about who the actual owner of the site is. And then you can also see what the property boundaries are. So these boundaries are fairly accurate. They're not usually completely, to the foot, but they're pretty close. They're pretty good. Again, feel free to play with this. It's always a good tool to get familiar with.